Millions of travelers every year visit Japan. But why? Why visit Japan? What is so special about Japan anyway? If you're asking yourself all these questions, then you have come to the right place. From Tokyo to Kyoto, from Osaka to Nara, I'm here to show you all of the beautiful things that Japan has to offer that you won't find in any other country. This list below features 7 reasons why you should visit Japan right now. Number 1. Japan's authentic shrines, temples, and castles are incredible. In many ways, Japan is a land of shrines in temples with a castle or two thrown in for variety. Exploring these religious sites, most of which are Buddhist or Shinto places of worship, is one of the most rewarding parts of a trip to Japan. All the beautiful ancient Buddhist temples and Shinto shrines are reason enough to visit Japan. One of the best preserved cities in Japan, Kyoto houses more than 2,000 Buddhist temples and shrines within the limits of the Kansai region. City Nara, on the other hand, is home to several UNESCO World Heritage Sites and some of the best temples in the country. Here are a few highlights of the Shrine Temple Castle network. Miyajima. This tiny island in the Bay of Hiroshima is home to a wondrous forest that is filled with religious structures, shrines, and temples. The main shrine was built in the 1100s and still stands. This location is a favorite for travelers who want to see as many temples and shrines as possible, and is the best example of a well-preserved non-urban structure. Himeji Castle in Hyogo Prefecture. In the little town of Himeji sits a castle that has somehow survived all the wars and natural disasters that destroyed other structures in the area. Famed for its use in the film Shogun, the castle has been faithfully restored and is a favorite of tourists. The castle complex is more than 400 years old. Grand Ise Shrine, located in the town of Ise in Mie Prefecture. This 2,000-year-old Shinto shrine is one of the oldest and best preserved structures in all of Japan. Visitors can see Ise as well as dozens of other Shinto shrines in the nearby area. Number 2. Japan is filled with natural wonders. Japan is filled with perfect landscapes scattered across the country for people to soak in their beauty. Volcanoes, scenic mountain tops, glaciers, exotic wildlife, and crystal-clear lakes are just part of Japan's charm. For many people, the image that immediately comes to mind in conjunction with Japan is an image of skyscrapers, bright neon lights, and advanced technology, but there's a lot more to Japan than its urban landscapes. The stunning spectacle of Mount Fuji, the magnificent sight of the Arashiyama bamboo forest, the many temples and gardens, and the magnificent rugged mountains make Japan an ideal destination for nature lovers all year round. Here are some of the most breathtaking natural points of beauty in Japan. Mount Fuji, Japan's tallest and best-known mountain, is a sacred place but also one of the world's most popular tourist attractions. The snow-capped peak is visible from Tokyo on clear days and makes a perfect hike and picnic location for small or large groups. Onsen Hot Springs, Japan's rich volcanic soil is dotted with natural hot springs, one of the most relaxing spots after a long day of touring the countryside. Ask any local person where the best places are in their town and they'll be happy to tell you. Cherry blossoms. Japan's cherry blossom season is mesmerizing. Japan's cherry blossom is one of the most popular times of the year for travelers flying into cities like Tokyo or Kyoto to catch this million-dollar view. Taking place in March and early April, cherry trees all over Japan bloom and transform parks and cities to magical effect. Whether you get to see sakura, as it's called in Japanese, in Tokyo or anywhere across Japan's islands, it's a sight like no other. Hanami parties are really popular in Japan and people get really serious about picnicking under the snowy white trees. For a short period of 2 to 3 weeks they will wine and dine with family, friends and coworkers to enjoy the evanescent sakura blossoms. Autumn is arguably Japan's best season. Every season has its own appeal in Japan, but if we had to pick a favorite, we'd say autumn. Why? Well, this is when everything here well and truly flourishes. Red momiji and bright yellow ginkgo leaves make for breathtaking landscapes. Plus, the cool, crisp weather creates the perfect conditions for a dip in the onsen hot springs. Snow country on the western side of Honshu in Hokkaido is Japan's legendary and gorgeous snow country, or as the Japanese call it, the land of heavy snow. If part of your trip takes you to snow country during the winter, be ready to fall in love with Japan and never want to leave. To get the feel for the area, read Yasunari Kawabata's classic novel Snow Country. The snow monkeys in Nagano Prefecture at Yoshinetsu Kogen National Park. Visitors can see hundreds of native snow monkeys year-round. These Japanese macaques are a sight to behold, are usually friendly, and make any trip to Japan a special event. Number 3. Discover the unique and fascinating world of Japanese culture. Japanese culture is a unique and fascinating part of the world that is rich in tradition and history. One of the most notable aspects of Japanese culture is its strong emphasis on respect and politeness. In Japanese society, it is considered very important to show respect to others, especially those who are older or hold positions of authority. This is reflected in the way people speak to each other, with the formal and polite language being used in most social situations. One aspect of Japanese culture that is particularly interesting is the country's warrior class, the samurais. These highly skilled and honorable warriors played a significant role in Japanese history, serving as military leaders and advisors to the ruling class. The code of conduct followed by the samurais, known as Bushido, emphasized loyalty, honor, and bravery. Another iconic aspect of Japanese culture is the geisha. Geishas are traditional Japanese female entertainers who are trained in a variety of artistic skills, including singing, dancing, and playing musical instruments. They are known for their elaborate hairstyles, traditional clothing, and the use of white makeup and red lipstick. While geishas were originally men, today they are exclusively women. Another aspect of Japanese culture that is well known around the world is the country's deep love of nature. Japan is home to many beautiful gardens, temples, and parks, and the natural world is often celebrated in art and literature. The cherry blossom in particular is a symbol of Japan and is celebrated each year during cherry blossom season. Japanese culture is also known for its strong focus on aesthetics and attention to detail. Whether it's the perfectly arranged food on a plate or the perfectly placed flowers in a vase, the Japanese take great pride in creating beautiful and harmonious spaces. This appreciation of beauty is also reflected in traditional Japanese arts such as calligraphy, a tea ceremony, and flower arranging. In conclusion, Japanese culture is a rich and multifaceted part of the world that is characterized by respect, a love of nature, a focus on aesthetics, and a deep food culture. Number 4. Japanese food is to die for. Since Japan opened its doors to the world in the late 1800s, people all over the world have been falling in love with the nation's traditional food and drink. What many consider the best tea in the world, matcha, is a Japanese homegrown product, as a ramen, sukiyaki, and other dishes. At the top of every tourist's list are the following 3 items: matcha, tea, ramen, and sushi. Each entry includes the best places to go to Japan for a perfect taste experience. Also, did you know there are more noodle shops in Tokyo than in any other city in the world? Did you know that Japan is the country with the most 3-star Michelin restaurants? Have you ever heard of kakigori? It is more than just your regular shaved ice, but a packed mam of shaved ice filled with various flavors and Japanese toppings such as anko paste maki or even boba pearls. There is even matcha-flavored kakigori. Another cold treat you are bound to find is a Japanese parfait, which is as delectable as kakigori but smoother. Made with cream and topped with lots of delicious treats such as maki anko, but even cake, biscuits and fruits. You can indulge in one of these treats at cafes nearby. Kyoto is well known for its uji matcha parfaits, which are becoming more popular now. Number 5. The geisha. Visit the Gion district of Kyoto to see some real geisha women walking to and from their daily activities. Geisha are highly trained entertainers who hold a high respected place in Japanese society. Even if you see a geisha or geisha trainee, don't take a photo unless you have their permission. If you speak some Japanese or have a friend who is willing, it's okay to ask one of the ladies if you can photograph her. Warning: avoid face-to-face selfies. Simply stand next to the woman and have someone else snap the photo. Number 6. Historic and modern places, large and small. Everyone's heard of Tokyo in Kyoto, but not so many are familiar with some of Japan's other cities, many of which are historic landmarks all by themselves. Kyoto, the beautiful and historic city in Japan. Kyoto was the capital of Japan for over 1,000 years, and it is a city that is rich in history and tradition. It is home to many beautiful temples, shrines, and gardens, and is a popular destination for tourists who want to experience the traditional side of Japan. One of the most notable aspects of Kyoto is its abundance of natural beauty. The city is surrounded by mountains and is home to many beautiful parks and gardens, including the famous Arashiyama bamboo forest. But Kyoto is more than just a city of temples and gardens. It is also a modern city with a thriving food scene, shopping districts, and nightlife. In conclusion, Kyoto is a city that is full of history and natural beauty, with something for everyone. Tokyo, the vibrant and bustling capital city of Japan. With a population of over 37 million, Tokyo is one of the most populous cities in the world. It is a city of endless possibilities, with something to offer everyone. From the towering skyscrapers of the city center to the tranquil temples and gardens of the suburbs, Tokyo is a city of contrasts. The food scene is particularly noteworthy, with a wide variety of options ranging from Michelin-starred restaurants to hole-in-the-wall izakaya. But what really sets Tokyo apart is its people. The locals are known for their kindness and hospitality and are always willing to help out a lost tourist. In conclusion, Tokyo is a city that is full of life and energy, with something for everyone. Hiroshima, a city located in western Japan that is known for its tragic history. On August 6, 1945, the United States dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima, killing an estimated 140,000 people and destroying much of the city. Today, Hiroshima is a city that is dedicated to peace and the memory of those who lost their lives in the bombing. One of the most well-known landmarks in Hiroshima is the atomic bomb dome, the remains of a building that was located near ground zero of the bombing. The dome was left standing as a reminder of the devastation caused by the atomic bomb and as a symbol of peace. Hiroshima is also home to the Peace Memorial Park, which is dedicated to the victims of the atomic bombing. The park is a peaceful, somber place that is visited by people from all over the world. In conclusion, Hiroshima is a city that has overcome tragedy to become a symbol of peace and a reminder of the horrors of war. Hokkaido, the northernmost island of Japan. Hokkaido is known for its beautiful natural landscapes, with mountains, lakes, and forests covering much of the island. It is also home to many national parks and is a popular destination for outdoor activities such as hiking, skiing, and snowboarding. One of the most well-known features of Hokkaido is its wildlife. The island is home to many animals including bears, deer, and eagles. It is also home to the Hokkaido brown bear, a subspecies of brown bear that is native to the island. In addition to its natural beauty, Hokkaido is also known for its food. The island is known for its seafood, particularly crab and salmon, and is home to many local specialties such as ramen soup, curry, and the famous Hokkaido milk bread. In conclusion, Hokkaido is a beautiful and unique island that is known for its natural landscapes, wildlife, and delicious food. Number 7. Japanese public transportation is freakishly efficient. The big cities are covered from end to end with rail lines, making it a simple task to get from one place to another. Buses and taxis are the same way. The streets are full of them, and it's always easy to find one going your way for the right price. Visitors can buy a rail pass and save well more than 70% on the regular cost of train and bus travel. Even in smaller towns, taxis are inexpensive, cleaned, and easy to find. Japanese trains have a reputation for being clean, punctual, and safe. The country boasts 175 airports, including Asia's third biggest, Haneda, which serves Tokyo. The bullet train, known as the Shinkansen, is a system of 250 super-speed trains that connect most of the big cities. Imagine being in a place where if a train is due to arrive at 8:30, it actually pulls in at 8:29 and leaves at 8:30. Still freaks me out, but in a great way, of course. Whether you need to go across town to the next town or all the way across the country, the Japanese know how to get you there quickly, safely, and at a reasonable cost. We have come to the end of this video. Of course, there are countless reasons to visit Japan, but in this video, I just wanted to mention some of them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.